there's something going on. I do think that, and I know that in the past, we've dragged defense contractors before the committee, and I have questioned them. I'll see if I can put a link or something. And I have questioned them, and I have found, and we have found as a committee, defense contractors hiding things. And one line of questioning that I had that was also part of a larger investigation on the committee resulted in tens of millions of dollars, over, I think it was $16 million, just from one smaller contractor alone. Over $10 million getting returned to the public because of corrupt practices. So we have truly documented incidents of defense contractors being shady. And if you ask me, that was one of the themes that at least I found to be sticking out a lot during the hearing, was the presence of defense contractors. One of the witnesses called out Boeing as a contractor specifically. Another witness specifically called out abuse of the IRAD program and misuse of the appropriations process, which is basically Congress says we spend this money on this thing for this purpose, and sometimes people shift that money around in a way that's not exactly authorized. That to me is actionable. That to me is a thread that can be pulled. The other stuff is harder, right? But if there's something being covered, we should look at it. Moreover, what I also think is that it cuts to a core question of our democracy. We spend $800 billion on our defense budget alone. And mind you, that's not all the money that we're spending on military or defense, etc. That's the low number, because there are sub-budgets and other things, etc. It adds up. So we have $800 billion that we spend on defense. Do you know how much of our $800 billion in defense goes to defense contractors, private companies, of our whole defense budget? Half. 50%, almost $400 billion goes to private companies out of the U.S. defense budget, to companies like Boeing and Lockheed Martin and all of that. And how many audits has the Pentagon passed? 0. And there have been people that have been trying to draw attention to this. I'll link one below that was on 60 Minutes, trying to sound the alarm about the corruption and greed of the defense contractor industry in this country. And so, do I think something is going on? Yes. There were specific defense contractors named. There were programs that were being abused that were named. And do I think there are grounds to pull on that thread further? Yes, I do. And I think that it should be pulled further. Do I know what it is? No. Am I going to be a hater? No. But I'm always interested in corruption and cover-ups. That's my thing. Other people are more specialized in the other parts. Those are my thoughts on it. And for everyone who might say, whatever, this doesn't matter, we need to worry about rent and healthcare. First of all, hear you. Second of all, I actually think these issues are connected, because one of the reasons we're always told why the richest country, one of the excuses that we're told why the richest country on earth can't have universal health care is because we can't afford it, right? Well, we know that's a crock of nonsense, because we're spending trillions of dollars over years on military budgets that can't pass an audit, and half of which go to a bunch of private companies that are price gouging the public and engaged in corrupt activity. We know that that's